What's going on, champs and champets? It's FireMonkey here, and in today's YouTube video, we're going to be going through all of the brand new cosmetics added with Fortnite Chapter 2 Remix, including item shop cosmetics, some variant combinations that exist for Battle Pass rewards, and even more. Now, to add on to all the cosmetics we actually showcase in these videos, I have recently added support for banner icons to show up in these videos as well, so we can actually showcase those as we go through everything else that has changes here. Now, as we go through some changes and some, item shop cosmetics, something I should mention here is that some old cosmetics are going to show up in this video as well. We will quickly skip over those simply because of the fact that Epic Games has been remixing and moving things around in the files constantly in order to make everything so streamlined for the thin client in the future that allows you to only download the parts of Fortnite that you're actually planning on playing. So without further ado, let's start off today's video by actually talking about the skins. We have Dynamo TNTina, which you guys have already seen before, but now you can actually kind of see it in the item shop view where you see the full body view instead of the glitch view we had before where it was kind of like halfway through the ground. We of course have the Dynamo TNTuna variant as well right here that you're able to actually use, and this does have a built-in transformation emote that we can go ahead and show you right here called Artillery, which once used actually transforms you into the tuned version of the skin, and once used once again will turn you back to the normal version of the new Dynamo TNTina. You can see that animation right there and everything. Pretty nice built-in emote, but it can only be used on this skin due to it being built in. On top of that, we also have the Lego style right here. You can see the front and back design of, looks pretty nice. And then we go towards some of the newer cosmetics, including item shop stuff like Tin Ball. Tin Ball right here is set to be sold in the item shop in the near future. However, I don't have an exact release date as of right now, so this is something that you will be able to pick up that will have a bundle that includes all of the cosmetics, a part of the Backspin Brawler set, aka Tin Ball set right here, but there's the front and back design for anyone curious of what it looks like. We also have the Lego form version of it right here, which I think is interesting to see how they did the little like hair piece thing at the top, but of course this is the Lego version you'll be getting that you'll be able to use in the Lego mode. We next up have Undercover Sky right here with a few different variants. As we mentioned before, we had the mask off and mask on variants, and now we can actually view those properly here. So this is what it looks like with the mask on. With the mask off in its default variant, this is what it looks like right here. You can see how it has that unique little like hairstyle that we haven't seen too often on Fortnite skins. I think this might be the first one with it. And then we have the Midnight Sky style right here as well, where it has that different design going on with it that doesn't really change the hair color per se, but changes the whole entire outfit and the actual coloring of the mask right here. And of course, this is part of the Mighty Questy set. Now I'm just kind of showing you guys all the different variant combinations because I know there's some people who can't view that in the battle pass and might want to know how you can mix and match the different cosmetics as you unlock the different variants for it. So there you go. There's a little bit of extra evidence on what else you can do with it. Next up, we have some TBD outfits. These are the henchmen that you actually see in game. So we have the ghost henchman right here with a little security badge over on the side, and we have what could be a pickaxe in the future if these new henchman skins get actual pickaxe bundles and everything. Because I mean, just look at that, a little like security baton, I could definitely see that being used, but a nice little design for the ghost henchman. For the shadow henchman right here, we also have another security shadow henchman with another one of those little batons, this time being a, red version, and it'd be funny to see them actually release that as a pickaxe, to be completely honest, because it would be people's makeshift lightsaber pickaxes, right? Considering that we haven't really gotten a lightsaber normally as an actual pickaxe, but of course, as the third one, we actually get Snoop Dogg as an upcoming, or I guess not an upcoming NPC, but an actual NPC in the game that can be spotted at the dog agency, whatever it's actually called, the dog agency, I forget. But those are the three new NPCs that currently aren't set to be sold as skins at all, but could be skins later down the line, especially with Ghost and Shadow being kind of one of the fan favorites. Even if we look right here on the little like shoulder badge, you can see there's a little bit of like a music design going on both of the henchmen, either being audio visualizers or actual headphones on the skins. For Meowtis right here, we of course have the normal Meowtis and Shadow Meowtis variants. However, something to mention here that we couldn't really show off to you guys before is you can actually disable reactivity. So you can see the reactivity and how it actually interacts right here, how it slowly fills up the skin with gold. But if you're someone who doesn't want the gold at all, you can just turn reactivity off. You'll still have a little bit of like golden hands here and there, but you are able to actually mix and match it in that way. Decide if you do or don't want the actual gold to take effect as you get eliminations in your matches. Of course, it also works on Shadow Meowtis as well. I'll go ahead and show that a little bit here so you can kind of see the animations, but it is nice to see that they have these little gold effects that are reactivity on or off options for people who might just want a normal shadow cat in the game that just has a nice little hairdo. But next up, we of course have the Lego version of Emotes as well, part of the Swollen Gold set. This is something you'll be able to use in Lego Fortnite if you own it, and it's nice to see that little arms, the hands, and the little like tail have a little bit of that gold effect going on with it, which, does the skin itself have a golden tail at the end? Oh, it does! Alright, actually did not realize that till now. We have Hexed Haze, which is a brand new item shop skin they'll be releasing in the near future. You can see the nice little front and back design here. I think the hair, like the ponytail thing, has a very unique design going on with it, but of course you also have the option to take the horn/glasses off. It's just like the way the ponytail is like ruffled in some ways just is interesting to me, right? But this is a part of the Underworld Star set and is set to be sold in the item shop in the near future. It will also have a cosmetic bundle that will include all of the items a part of this set. You can see what it looks like in Lego Fortnite right here, for example, if anyone's curious. And then we go over to Snoop Dogg. Snoop Dogg is not supported in Lego Fortnite, and we don't know if he will be supported in the near future, but he has two different skins. We have the LBC 93 dog right here, which has a front and back design. You know, it has a lot of cell shading and everything, and if you're curious what the reactivity actually is, it is reactive to music, and it actually glows right here. So if you have reactivity off, as you can see right here, you don't get the glow or anything, but if you have reactivity on, as you actually do emotes and do things that have audio, the Snoop Dogg logo on the shirt will actually kind of like nod its head, right? It will actually be a little bit animated in that sense, and you know, the skin might actually glow more and less depending on how intense the music's actually getting. And then of course we have a padded variant with an on and off version right here as well. You can see what that looks like front and back, and then of course if you turn the reactivity off, you can see what that looks like right there. Next up, we have the normal Snoop Dogg skin with a lot of different variant combinations. So first off, you know, here's the front and back. Since there's a lot of variants, I won't be going through the front and back every single time. For the glasses, we have options for square glasses, round glasses, and then if you want to, you have the option to take the glasses entirely off. Now, if you have the glasses off when you use some of the other skins like Y2K Snoop Dogg, it does work, but when you actually have the dog equipped, it won't allow you to select glasses. So here's the Y2K fit for Snoop Dogg right here, as you can see, the front and back design. And here's with the glasses off, glasses on, and then of course, you know, with the square glasses as well for all the different fits you might want to do here. And then we have the dog. Now the dog has two different variants. As you can see, this one doesn't have glasses at all because these options at the bottom do literally nothing to these, but you get the Y2K Snoop Dogg with a little head right here, and then you also get normal Snoop Dogg's little variant right here, which has this type of head that even though it has glasses, you can't take the glasses off of this dog. But you know, a nice little design they've got going on for Snoop Dogg. You know, a lot of different variants for people who want to mix and match them. And we also have the dog emote. With copyrighted emotes is going to be muted in the background, but this allows you to kind of transform back and forth between the different Snoop Dogg little head variants. So if you want to have the Snoop Dogg head, you can equip it. If you don't want to have it in a match, you can de-equip it during that match. You know, maybe swap it every other elimination or something. Do whatever you want to do. We have the Chaos Director skin right here with a few different variants. Two of them I've already unlocked because they're very early on in the Battle Pass, or I guess the Remix Pass. So there's Chaos Director. We have the Ghostly Director right here as well. And then next up, we have the Shadow Shock Director right here, which is going to be something I think you get from the bonus pages once you're past level 50. You can see it has a nice little hair design as well, you know, a little like goop effect going on towards the back. And it is interesting to see how they've actually made this skin look very different than like this one right here, right? Where you have normal hair and everything going on. And then this one is just like dun dun dun. It's just goop girl, I guess you would say. We also have the Lego version of the outfit, which I think looks very goofy in my opinion, but I mean, like, I'm fine with it, right? You know, it's a very change of pace for the Chaos Director skin, but that's what it looks like in the Lego form. We have the one ball outfit right here with a few different variant options. So there's the front and back of the normal skin. We have, you know, normal one ball. You have the option to put the jacket on and off. So here it is with the jacket on, for example, for the normal one ball. And then we have ourselves the chalked up one ball right here, which has just kind of like an inverted color palette while keeping the gold in the actual skin itself. So there it is with the jacket on, and then here it is with the jacket off. A lot of different variants you're able to actually put on the one ball skin right there, you know, mix and match it in your own way. And then of course it also comes with this Lego style right here for anyone who wants to use it in Lego Fortnite. And then next up we have the Rosette Tigress skin, which something I should mention about this is that this skin is most likely going to be a free skin that you'll be able to earn in the very near future, so stay tuned for a future video talking about this. It comes with a whole entire cosmetic set including a pickaxe, back bling skin, Lego form of course, and I do believe a wrap that we'll get to later on in the video. And then of course this is what it looks like in Lego Fortnite as well. So a lot of different variant options, or I guess not even variants, but a lot of different options of cosmetics you'll be able to get for this upcoming free quest pack skin once it does eventually release in the game. But with that said, that is basically everything we have to talk about in terms of the main skins themselves. Of course, we have a lot of other stuff to go through here, so for the next part of this video, I think what we're going to actually do is show you something you might want to see, which is emotes. Some of these emotes are actually going to be placeholder emotes that were used to finish up other emotes in the game, which is why they're going to be a little broken, so I will show them since I have them selected anyways. But of course, let's just get into everything. So first off, we have the revolver emote right here, another one of the Fortnite Festival emotes, and something you will notice is a lot of these emotes are Fortnite Festival themed this time around because they have been doing a lot more of that interactivity. We have the Heartillery emote once again because it has two different IDs. It's still a built-in emote, however. We have the Skate Monster emote right here, which of course is with the ollies and everything. You can kind of see how you get dragged along from behind right there. Nice little cute traversal emote to use in the game. We have the Heli Chopper emote, which is in the actual music pass this season. Very unique animation in my opinion, you know, just the ability to fly up in the air a little bit. I could definitely see some people making some funny things with it, but the one I prefer more is L'Amazing right here, which has a nice little animation that does loop, which I like for these emotes, which we don't really see too often, right? You know, the whole entire looping effect does not appear that frequently with Fortnite Festival specific emotes, so it is nice to see that we're getting some more that actually do loop in that certain way, even if it is the same like 5-second loop over and over. That's pretty obvious. We have the Big Spin emote right here. Not much to really say about it, except it looks really, you know, nice to actually see. It's interesting to see a lot of the drum emotes that just use the sticks and nothing else. We have the Spotless emote. Nice little animation there. It does not loop, so it does end after it's over. We have Amazing Feats right here. This one I do believe does loop. Yeah, so you'll be able to use this one as a looped emote. It is not traversal, however, so you have to do it while standing in place. Then we have Fancy Feet, which this one is actually a test version for Amazing Feats. We have the Tuning emote. Now this one is a test version for the upcoming Tuning emote right next to it called Tunage. So it is interesting to see how they accidentally included the test versions of some of these early emotes in the game, including when they don't fully have all the props. Now this one does loop as well, and it makes a few different sounds as it goes through the different loops. It's just kind of like the different brrrs and stuff when you're actually tuning the instrument that it makes sounds for. But I'm of course not going to loop it too long there, so we'll go over to Boomerang right here, which is another one of the emotes where you kind of just throw the instrument and it comes back to you in a certain way. We have ourselves Top Spin right here, which is one of the more ridiculous emotes we've seen. Like, I wasn't expecting this when I saw Top Spin and the little, like, I guess I should have when I saw the icon down there just being so exaggerated, but the Fortnite emotes for Fortnite Festival get super exaggerated, but they're also, like, super short most of the time. We have Stand Surfer right here. A nice little emote that you're able to use, of course not traversal. And then we have Monkey Staff, which is the test version of Stand Surfer, and Jamming Chill, which is an unfinished emote. This might have already released as an emote before, but it is interesting to see how this is a placeholder version of the other emotes we have, and this one even has a description of emote instrument placeholder, so whatever this is, it definitely was not intended to be in the files as of yet. We of course have the Rhythm of Chaos emote that was added in the new Battle Pass. As you can see, I already own it. We won't stick on it too long because you can actually view this in the Battle Pass right now. We have the Break Shot emote right here as well that you're able to actually get in the Battle Pass on top of everything else. And then if you're someone who uses Snoop Dogg, we have two emotes for you. We first, of course, have that dog emote we already talked about, but we also have Snoop's Walk, which is a very interesting emote to see in the game. This one is currently available in the item shop if you're someone who wants to pick it up, but it is, you know, an interesting traversal emote to see them actually add, especially if you know, like, the lore behind this specific walk. You know, my dad was talking to me about it a little bit earlier today. We have some emojis, and the emojis actually have a different, like, pull-out animation this time around. So we have Love and Grenades. We have ourselves Guff Star. We have ourselves Skull and Claw Bones. We have ourselves Snoop's Dog Tag. We have ourselves Heart of Chaos. We have the Bullish Grin. We have the Lightning Glitch. And then we have Rising Dub. Now some of these, of course, as you can tell, like Rising Dub and Lightning Glitch are actually for ranked. We have Call It a Remix with a description of a new spin on an old classic. Nice little loading screen. We have ourselves the Growling Menace, which has a description of his bites worse than his bark. We have ourselves the Dynamo Tea and Tuna loading screen right here, which as you can see is actually in the Battle Pass. And you'll notice that for some of these, they're in the Battle Pass. The Spies Remixed, which is actually another loading screen in the Battle Pass, I do believe. We have Midnight Sky right here, another one of those skins in the past, and a lot of these loading screens are going to be past skins simply because of the fact that, you know, that's what loading screens are basically made for, is either pass, or it's actually related to ranked mode, or Fortnite Festival, as we can see by the Dog Squad little loading screen right here, which has a description of Lead the Pact, Ghostly Director, and I'm just kind of showing these real quickly for anyone who wants to see all the different loading screens up close. We have Chalked Up One Ball right here. And then, of course, we have the 3 music packs being Spibes Murda Beats Remix, Bunny Bounce Murda Beats Remix, and Limitless Murda Beats Remix. All of these appear to be copyrighted since they won't actually play if you have copyrighted audio muted, which is interesting. We have the Dynamo Emote, or spray, mind you, the Kaboom Spray, the Stuffy Selfie Spray, the Baby Girl Spray, which you actually do get when you unlock the Sky Skin, I do believe, because the Sky Skin gives you like 3 rewards in one instead of just the normal skin itself. The Meowtus Mark Spray, the Sweetheart Tat Spray, the Snoop Spray, the upcoming FNCS Salute the Champ Spray, which is actually going to be an FNCS event we have during Fortnite Remix that includes this bird as an actual skin, which might be encrypted or it might be added in the next game update. We have the Controlled Chaos Spray, the What Do You See Spray, the 3 Keys Spray, which also is codenamed Winterfest, meaning that maybe this Guff will finally be releasing in the game after being teased for multiple Winterfests now. We have the Dynamic TNT Spray right here, the Golden Morale Spray right here, the Direct the Chaos Spray right here. These 3 sprays are actual ranked rewards. We have ourselves the One to Beat Spray right here, another ranked reward as well, the Number 1 Spray, and then we have the One Spray. Next up, we have the 1966 Cadillac DeVille. I don't know why I butchered that so terribly. Now, the actual color variants aren't going to properly show here because I have one of the decals actually equipped because I'm using this car in-game right now. But of course, this is what it looks like. We have ourselves the finely tuned decal for the BMW 1 Series. We also have the finely tuned decal for the BMW 1 Series RLE. Now, this decal was actually from a community fan contest, and Gigi, who actually made some of the cosmetics in the game, like Sid, ended up winning that contest, so this is that person's art, which is super cool to actually see. We have the white pinstripe decal for the actual 1966. You can see the little front and back design right there. We have the one I'm currently using, which is blue pinstripe. You see the front and back design right there. And then we have the LBC 93 decal right here as well, which just reminds me of, you know, it's like Saints Row and that type of game, right? You know, just, I get it's for Snoop Dogg and everything, but just the coloring really just reminds me of Saints Row, and I think that's kind of cool to mention. We have the Heart Boom Contrail, which I've kind of mentioned before. All the little rockets go in front of you and they explode upwards towards where you're currently going down from. We have the Guff Puffs Contrail. We have the Ooze Contrail. We have the Baller Faller Contrail, and then we have some new rewards like this glider that is currently a free reward from Reboot Rally. It has a description of cruise all the way to the top. We have the double-barreled Boom Ballast glider right here without any special variants or anything. We have the Scala Shark glider right here with 2 different variants. You have the normal one, and then you also have a ghost variant, or I guess not a ghost, a shadow variant right here. Looks pretty nice. We have ourselves the Lowrider bike right here, which actually plays a song from Snoop Dogg that you will be able to hear as you're gliding down. However, it's obviously muted for this video. We have the Chaotic Crawler glider right here, where you actually don't earn this variant right away. You end up earning the Ghostly variant first before you get the normal one, which is in the bonus reward pages. We have the Remixed Ranker glider right here, which is actually the ranked glider for this season. There it is in bronze. Here it is in silver. Here it is in gold, and the little like record little lines at the front here, those don't actually change colors as you get up to the higher rarities. Here it is in platinum. Here it is in diamond. Here it is in elite when you start getting into the cooler colors. Here it is in champions. And then once you get all the way up to Unreal, here it is in Unreal rank. Also something to mention this time around, ranks in Reload do progress these type of cosmetics now, whereas last season Reload rank did not progress the ranked cosmetics then, except for the Felicia skin. All ranked cosmetics can be grinded through in Reload mode now, which is a super nice thing for me to see because I prefer Reload over normal ranked mode. Now next up we have the Rack Up glider, We have the Bomb Bouquet pickaxe right here, which has a nice little swing effect. If we hit right there, you can see the little like animation. We have ourselves the Woven Fang pickaxe, which is actually going to be a free pickaxe along with that skin we mentioned earlier. You can see the little hit animation right there, and then here's a side view if you're curious. We have the Crimson Pole Star, which is from the Reload, or I guess Reboot Rally. There it is with its special hit effect. We have the Deca Flail pickaxe right here, ball and play, with a nice little hit effect right there. Now, of course, we can't actually view this on the skin because some of the cosmetics just don't like us doing that, but it is nice to see that we have an interesting little design going on for it. Epic Blade of Floof right here, with the Midnight Blade of Floof as well. We have ourselves the Gilded Fillet, which this one I also mentioned in the previous video had like a super cool hit effect on it, which I thought was nice. We have the Hazy Horns pickaxe, which has an actual microphone on it, which I think is interesting. Definitely something that, you know, someone who's a Fortnite Festival fan could use. And then we have some of the old stuff from previous updates. We're just going to ignore this whole entire row because it's all old cosmetics. We have the Axe Izzle for Snoop Dogg, with this hit effect on the actual tire. We have the Spiked Baton Mace pickaxe right here for the new skin that's in the Battle Pass, you know, the Tier 1 skin. We have it, of course, with the ghostly version as well. And it kind of it uses the old Star Wars, like, baton animation, I'm noticing. But I think it's really cool to see them use that animation on other pickaxes. We have the Gilded Pincer pickaxe right here, which is actually going to be your final reward for ranked this season. It does not have any ranked variants, however, so you'll only be able to have it in gold with a little diamond at the bottom. We have the Golden Scythe, which you're able to earn for free just by playing the new season and earning 140,000-ish XP. We have the normal remixed Umbrella Glider right here, which is going to be the one you earn by getting a win normally in the game. We have ourselves the Thread X2 tires with different color variants. So here it is with none on it. Here it is with black, gray, lime, orange, red, all the different color variants that you might want. We have the SD White Wall Wheels, which is for Snoop Dogg. Then we go over to the wraps right here. We have the Dyna Boom wrap, which actually has the trigger weapon button and my actual cycle model button are the same thing now. But here it is when you actually trigger the weapon. It has a different boom effect out in the front. We have Carbon Scarlet, which is, of course, in the Reboot Rally quest right now. Whenever you shoot this one, different little bullet holes appear on the gun with flashes. We have ourselves the 10 on target reactive wrap, which is going to be in the shop in the future. Whenever you shoot it, the 10 ball actually pulses outwards, but if you're like rapidly firing, you know, it's going to loop that animation and reset it a few times. We have Tactical Guff as a wrap, which is animated and reactive. Whenever you shoot it, stars will kind of come out of the front, and if you spam the gun, tons of stars just keep on flying by. We have the Golden Grin reactive wrap that will actually be reactive to you getting eliminations. So of course, if we try triggering it right here, it doesn't really trigger too fast because you have to actually get eliminations for it to go through all of the different animations for all the gold effect until you're at a fully golden gun. At that point, it won't reset back to normal. We have the Smoke Stars wrap, which is going to be for the new Haze skin. When you actually shoot it, the stars inside of the wrap glow, which I think is pretty cool. And then, you know, they kind of like dim down as you don't shoot it. And it's like one of those Galaxy skin cosmetics where the background doesn't really change as you move around. So the background will kind of have the chowder effect, as I call it in game. We have the LBC signature wrap for Snoop Dogg, which has, you know, a little bit of animation on it. And then when you shoot it, the actual middle part glows, which I think is pretty nice. We have the Chaos Directive animated wrap, which I kind of mentioned, you know, is kind of like a Venom symbiote thing. We have the Radiant 1 reactive wrap right here, so whenever you shoot this, similar to the 10 ball, it will actually pulsate outwards and be spam it. This one doesn't reset as visually, but you are able to actually spam it and see the little lines go brrr. Then we also have the Spotted Bite wrap right here, which is going to be one of those free wraps that you're able to get. It is reactive, and I'm not entirely for sure if this is the reactivity activating on its own right now. Maybe it's another one of those kill wraps where as you get more and more eliminations in a match, it actually glows more and more. But I am noticing when I trigger the weapon, that glow actually, you know, kind of like glows brighter shortly. So maybe it is some weird type of reactive animation synergy based on how many eliminations you get. I have no clue, but it is still something interesting to kind of point out here. Now, for other cosmetics we have to talk about here, because believe it or not, we are not done yet. I know we've gone through a lot of stuff at the bottom, but we still have some stuff above that we still have to look at. We have some extra loading screens, like the 1 ball loading screen right here. We have ourselves the Chaos Director loading screen right here. We have ourselves, and I don't know why these are showing up with the outfits, maybe because it's just kind of like bundled with the skin, but we have the Meowtis loading screen right here. And then we get all the way up here to a few other loading screens like Undercover Sky. And we have the Dynamo TNT loading screen. But we have banner icons. So we have a 1 banner icon for 1 ball. We have a new ranked reward banner icon, another ranked reward banner icon, I do believe, a battle pass reward icon, a battle pass reward icon. This is a battle pass reward icon that you do get right when you unlock the Undercover Sky skin. So if you're a Guff fan, you have your own icon now. Another battle pass reward icon. And then we have a few other pickaxes, being the combat Q right here. If we swing it real quickly, you can see the actual hit effect on it. It also has the back bling, where you'll be able to unsheath it from the back bling if you have both equipped. We have the Shadow Ranker back bling for this season, with it in bronze, then silver, then we have gold, then platinum, of course, then diamond. Then, of course, once you get to elite, you get a nice little crown on it with a little bit of a glow. Champion. And finally, you have the Unreal version of this back bling right here, and how it officially will look once you've completed your basic ranked grind. Now, this can be done in Reload or normal Battle Royale ranked mode / 0 build ranked mode, but it can't be progressed in Rocket Racing ranked mode as far as I'm aware, so keep that in mind as you try unlocking all the different variants. The Try Ooze Tank back bling right here, we have the normal version, and then of course we have the Ghostly version as well. We have ourselves the Leopard's Horde back bling, which will be another one of those free reward back blings you'll be able to get in the game. We have the Doghouse reactive back bling, which you can see right here, it's reactive to music. We have the DOGG back bling right here, which is also reactive. I do believe this one's reactive to music as well. We have the Sonic Star Wings back bling right here, which is reactive to music. Now, as you can see right here, since we don't actually have any music playing, maybe it's reactive to eliminations, now that I think about it. But as you can see, it like kind of has this little burst effect that happens on it, and you can turn the reactivity off if you don't want it. We have the Feline Dagger back bling right here, with of course a normal version and then a shadow version as well. You can see the nice little design on both of those. We have the Snap-a-Zoom-matic back bling, which, as I've mentioned before, will actually have pictures that kind of fall out as you play. Now, I'm not for sure if that's going to be based on reactivity like eliminations or anything, but it is something that is a feature on the back bling itself. The pictures are just going to kind of drop out over time, and there's not really much you can do about it, right? There's no option to turn it on or off if you don't want that animation. Now we have ourselves, if we find our place right here, the Rack Pack back bling that'll be in the item shop along with that 10 ball skin. You can see there's a little bit of like a wire behind the main little 10 ball right here. This is because this is the pickaxe, meaning once you have the pickaxe equipped with this back bling, the back bling will just be the rack, and then, you know, there won't be a 10 ball or anything in the actual back itself. Then we have the back mounted bombs away back bling right here, which, as I've mentioned, is reactive and is like a little boombox type of thing, you know, a little Bluetooth speaker that goes with a new Tuna skin, or a Tina skin. We have the Mercurial microphone right here. We have the Masterpiece microphone right here, which is of course for Snoop Dogg. We have a placeholder microphone, which is completely unfinished. It is apparently a part of the set. Now this one in the files is codenamed Human Being, so I'm curious what they're actually working on for this, but it's something I thought I'd mention here. We have the Flux Silveria pickaxe, or guitar right here. We have the G-Funk 93 guitar. We have the Guffy 6 strings guitar. We have ourselves the Rhythmax drums, which has a little bit of that green effect going on. We have the Top Dog Kit drums right here for Snoop Dogg. We have ourselves the Golden Nemesis bass. We have ourselves the Grand Finale Aura, the Spray and Play Aura, and then finally the Diamond Dazzle Aura as well, all of which got added in Fortnite Remix. So a lot of rewards are related to passes, and not so many cosmetics are actually added for the item shop this update, except for a few teases for stuff like, you know, the new FNCS bird skin, or, you know, the new haze skin and the 10 ball skin right here. So there's 10 ball skin once again, there's the haze skin. But until next time, hope you champs and champions enjoyed this showcase. Let me know what you think about me also including banner icons in these showcases as well. And until next time, I'll catch you guys a little bit later with another upload. So until then, peace out.